When life feels anything but normal. Hello, y'all. I'm Diana Brienne. So I got to thinking about those times in life where things are not normal for you, for a person. Things are just not normal, meaning that things are you're going through things and things are just not playing out the way they normally do. It could be the loss of a job. It could be a health diagnosis. It could be a broken relationship. It could be someone that you love is going through a very difficult time. It could be that you feel like your world is falling apart. And then you go into situations where everyone's lives are normal, or at least you think that they're normal, because often people are going through things that you don't really realize that they're going through. And yet, often it can seem that other people's lives are just kind of rolling along with normal problems, everyday problems, and yet you're dealing with a problem that is not normal, or something so big in your life that you feel like your life is falling apart. So what do? Well, as I always say, you want to make the best decisions that you can and surround yourself with people who are comforting and people that you can trust and people who have the smarts or information or ability to help see you through this and maybe help you find a solution. And sometimes you can't find those people easily. Sometimes you have to look for them, and sometimes it's just you by yourself working through what seems to be overwhelming situations when things are not normal. You know, we all want normal. Normal is sort of when things are just kind of rolling along and we're dealing with average everyday things and going to work, coming home, and just living life. But there can be times that life is not normal and that there are things going on that sometimes maybe you don't even want to talk to people about. Maybe you're not ready to talk to them about it, or maybe you don't want to talk to them about it at all. So you kind of stay to yourself rather than have to put up a pretense. And I understand that. There are times to stay to yourself. But also when we isolate, sometimes we, in our own minds, make the problem bigger than what it needs to be. And sometimes we can find great support and even answers when we're not isolating. But there can be a time to pull back from people when we're just not at the place where we want to give forth the energy to either pretend, or we don't want to bring down the situation by talking about whatever it is that's going on in our lives. Some things are personal. Sometimes we just don't want to talk about something. Maybe it's too painful or too difficult or too uncertain or too unpredictable, or maybe you don't even know what's going to happen. And so you just don't want to bring other people into that conversation. And I think during times like this, you've got to be patient with yourself. Sometimes you've got to just take it one day at a time. Sometimes we can't really plan too far into the future because we don't know what things are going to look like. And yet I believe it's good to plan, have some kind of plan, even if the plan is one that is just little small things that you have planned for that day. Things that no matter how the situation goes, it's going to improve your life. Okay? Like, if you can work out, go work out. If you can, eat healthy, eat healthy. If your house is messy, clean up your house. I mean, those are things that you can do that will improve your life while you're waiting for answers, or while you're waiting for the problem or situation to, resolve itself, or to, understand it better, or what you're dealing with. Sometimes you don't even know what you're dealing with in the beginning, and you don't know how things are going to play out. So whenever I've been in not normal times in my life, I've stayed productively busy with things that were going to improve my life no matter what the situation turned out to be. Taking care of myself is very important. It helps me to get through the difficult times and helps me to be more apt to celebrate during the great times. So take care of your body during those times. Take care of your mind, your soul, your spirit. If you can, take care of your finances. Take care of your relationships if you can. Let people know how much you love them and care about them. Sometimes life is not normal. And sometimes we don't know how the future is going to look. And in times like that, that's usually times of great uncertainty. And You know, many people can get scared during times like that, but you want to avoid fear as much as possible, and you want to empower yourself. Do things that empower yourself. Know that you'll get through it, that you're going to make it through, that you're going to come out on the other end victorious, regardless of how it turns out. Okay? So, yes, there can be times in life that are not normal. I think most people have experienced them at one point or another for one reason or another. Okay? May God bless you. I hope you like, share, subscribe, and I hope to talk to you soon again. Bye-bye.